Audi unveils Skysphere electric car concept with variable wheelbase and full autopilot. Audi showcased the first member of its new family of concept cars, the Audi Skysphere Roadster. It is an electrically powered two-door convertible, the main feature of which is ability to change the wheelbase of the car. These parameters change depending on the selected riding mode, grand touring for long journeys and sports for sporty driving. In the grand touring mode, with level 4 autonomous driving support, the Roadster is 201 inches, 5.19 meters in length, while in manual sports mode, it is shortened by 250 millimeters, which gives the electric car more agility. At the same time, the vehicle's ground clearance is adjusted by 10 millimeters to improve driving comfort and dynamics. In Grand Touring mode, the steering wheel and pedals are retracted into a special niche, and the car then moves in a completely autonomous mode, following the road and traffic using its sensor system, and safely delivers passengers to their destination. The electric motor located on the rear axle of the Audi Skysphere has 465 kilowatts, 632 HP of power and 750 Nm of torque. The car weighs only about 1800 kilograms. Approximately 60% of the weight is on the rear axle. The electric motor accelerates from 0 to 100 km per hour in just about 4 seconds. The Audi Skysphere battery packs are mainly located behind the cab, an ideal configuration for the vehicle's center of gravity and agility. The battery capacity will be more than 80 kilowatts, which provides a range of more than 500 kilometers in accordance with the WLTP standard, at least in GT economy mode. Let's look at some of the detailed features of Audi Skysphere. 465 kilowatt of power drive system. New technologies like electrification, digitization, and autonomous driving gave us the opportunity to create an experience that goes way beyond the one that typical roadsters offer today, said design project manager Gael Buzen. Power is delivered to the wheels of the Audi Skysphere by an electric motor located on the powered back axle. The Roadster, which weighs roughly 1800 kilograms, can easily handle 465 kilowatts of electricity and 750 Newton meters of torque. The weight distribution on the powered rear axle is roughly 60%, resulting in excellent traction and acceleration from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 4 seconds if needed. The battery modules in the Audi Skysphere are predominantly located behind the cabin, which is perfect for the vehicle's center of gravity and agility. Additional modules can be found in the Skysphere's interior center tube between the seats, another location chosen for vehicle's dynamics. The battery is likely to have a capacity of more than 80 kilowatt hours, giving the car a WLTP range of more than 500 kilometers, at least in the economical GT mode. Rear wheel steering and adaptive air suspension chassis. In the front and rear, the vehicle has double wishbone axle. The upper and lower wishbone are made of aluminium, either forged or cast. A steer-by-wire technology controls both the front and rear wheels and allows for precise steering. Because the system isn't mechanically attached to the front axle, the driver can choose from a variety of steering ratios and settings with the touch of a button. This enables the steering to be modified from extremely direct to comfortable, as well as from high to low self-aligning forces, for example when parking. The car's tiny turning radius is aided by rear axle steering and an adaptive wheelbase. Audi chassis technology ensures that the suspension provides the required amount of versatility. The concept car includes the latest evolutionary stage of Audi's Adaptable Air Suspension, which has three independent air chambers to give a comfortable base suspension. The individual chambers can be turned off for a sportier, faster accelerating ride. As a result, the spring's characteristic curve becomes more progressive, reducing coil and pitch to an absolute minimum. Aerodynamic drag is reduced by lowering the body by 10 millimeters, which is very important when traveling long distances. The dynamic suspension of Audi Skysphere contributes to the car's adaptability in terms of handling qualities. Individual wheels are selectively lifted or lowered to compensate for unevenness and undulations in the road surface when simply coasting. The consequences of symbiotic relationship between the navigation systems, computerized forecasts, and the active chassis, advanced control and actuation systems. The 285/30 tires, which are mounted, are on aerodynamically sculpted 23-inch alloy rims, create the optimum balance between long distance adaptability and a lively, aggressive driving style with great longitudinal and lateral acceleration. Reverence without retro exterior. The iconic Porsche 853 convertible and the Audi Skysphere have a footprint that is strikingly comparable. 5.23 meters in length versus 5.19 meters in length, 1.8 meters in width compared 2 meters. The classic Porsche with its iconic design towered up to 1.77 meters depending on body type, whereas the Audi Skysphere in sports mode dips down to the road at 1.23 meters flat with an optimized center of gravity and aerodynamics. The concept car pays homage to the iconic model without being a blatant rip-off. After all, it's the lines, not the dimensions, that make all the difference. The Skysphere highlights the broad track with its wide curved and flared wheel arches, which are trademark of the brand. This is a visual sign of its dynamic abilities. From the side, the proportions are striking, with a tall hood and a short overhang, especially in the front. The wheel arches and front hood have organically curved surfaces. In a wind tunnel, the rear end was designed to blend features of a speedster and a shooting brake with huge glass surfaces in a traditionally streamlined shape. Two overnight bags created specifically for the Audi Skysphere find space beneath the glass and are held in place by crosswire stretch straps. Although it no longer serves as a radiator grille, the front end clearly displays the brand's signature single frame as well as three-dimensionally created lighted symbol with 4 rings. White LED elements are used throughout the single frame as well as neighboring surfaces on the sides to act as stage for visual effects, both functional and moving welcome sequences when the car is opened and closed. An elegant appearance is created by gentle dimming and a structured, regularly pulsating light. The lighting units are given a strong focused gaze by the daytime running lights in the side front parts. The LEDs in the front and rear display a specially prepared dynamic sequence when the wheelbase is altered. A digitally controlled LED surface that spans the entire width of the vehicle likewise dominates the rear end. Countless red LEDs are strewn throughout the vertical back surface like rubies. When the lighting units are turned on and off, the reflections create a dynamic lighting and shadow effects. The light signature changes as the wheelbase and thus the operating mode is changed from GT to Sport, indicating the Audi Skysphere's concept's changed character, particularly in the area around the single frame. The rocker panels, which appear to protrude into the rear wheel arch in the side view, are an essential element when altering the wheelbase really pushes its bit backwards. The rocker panel is attached to the front end of the automobile and glides to the rear under the fixed door as it moves. The wheelbase is shortened from the conventional size of an A8L to the much more compact size of the curve-friendly Audi RS5, a difference of 25 centimeters, not only in terms of technology but also in terms of aesthetics and most importantly in terms of driving experience. The Audi Skysphere concept features two distinct personalities, a GT and a luxury sports vehicle. The fundamental contrasts, on the other hand, can only be appreciated inside the Audi Skysphere, which delivers profoundly contrasting experiences behind the rear hinged and wide opening doors. Two spheres of experience in one interior. The brand is putting the space that surrounds the passenger sphere and becomes an experience for them, the interior. At the core of its design for the three future concept cars, Audi Skysphere, Audi Grand Sphere, and Audi Urban Sphere. This is because all three vehicles are built for level 4 autonomous driving, which means the driver can surrender total responsibility to the car and no longer have to intervene in certain designated roads and traffic circumstances. As a result, control parts like the steering wheel and pedals can be swiveled into an unseen position and removed from the cabin completely. Passengers in the front left seat in particular can enjoy a new kind of freedom, the ability to relax in the open air, take in the scenery and the breeze, or interact with the internet and the world thanks to Audi Skysphere's connectivity to the digital ecosystem. The interior appears to be light, expansive space, free of restrictions and inspired by the Art Deco universe in many ways. The plush seats have the outward appeal of designer furnishings, yet they perform all the tasks of a car seat in driving mode without sacrificing comfort. Side support and safety measures are included. Their upholstery is environmentally friendly, microfiber, and thanks to their adjustable position in the cabin, provide the kind of mobility and legroom that can only be found in first class on an aircraft. Other sustainably manufactured elements that contribute to providing an exceptional experience in the vehicle's interior include environmentally certified eucalyptus wood and synthetically generated imitation leather. In driver-operated mode, the Audi Skysphere concept's cabin changes into an ergonomically perfect driving machine cockpit. The instrument panel and monitor panel on the center console relocate to the back together with the chassis and body. All of the controls, including the steering wheel and pedals, are at the ideal position for the driver. On the dashboard and in the upper region of the center console, large touch monitor panels 1415mm wide and 180mm high are utilized to operate the car and infotainment systems. This can be used to display content from the internet, video conferences, or streamed movies in Grand Touring mode. The air condition is controlled by small touch panels in the doors. Even while the vehicle is in motion, a high-grade sound system suitable for this luxury convertible produces music, hall audio clarity. Surround sound is produced by speakers hidden behind the door panels, and a few more in the car interior wall. The headset's design avoids turbulence and irritating wind noise. Limitless luxury. The three concept cars that the four-ringed brand is employing to display its vision of progressive luxury are the Audi Skysphere, Audi Grand Sphere, and coming in 2022 Audi Urban Sphere. Audi is building a vehicle experience that extends well beyond simply getting from point A to point B and even beyond the driving experience itself. These concept automobiles have a revolutionary design that reimagines the interior or passenger compartment as the heart of the vehicle rather than subordinating the passenger experience to technological requirements. The interior's varying arrangement, the absence of the controls, and the sheer expanse of the cabin all reflects this. This is not only allows both passengers to enjoy a smooth and enjoyable travel, but it also combines it with new service offers in Grand Touring mode. These can be used to access a variety of services connected to the current journey, such as creating a magnificent scenic route or selecting a restaurant or accommodation. Customized infotainment options such as integrating the onboard streaming service to music and video services used at home are also available. Audi also plans to give tailored and exclusive choices for Audi luxury car owners in the future, such as concerts, cultural events, and even sporting events that are only available by invitation. In just a few years, a car like the Audi Skysphere concept will become a platform for experiences that go beyond the simple trip. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.